I'm not sure. This dog is not tripping me up. I'm not sure if it's. I'm like, is this actually like in it, or is this like from someone else's mic?
No, that's actually in it.
Okay, I know. Like, I know part of it was, but it was like sounded different. I think.
It's gonna have that stuck
Do
in
I
my
need to
head
play
for
it
the rest of my
again?
life.
Yeah, I can know. Oh, I heard it. I heard it for a second.
There's a singular peep.
Imagine if that song got to like the intro of like Megalovania. Like,
God,
I would love that. Just like everything gets remixed with it.
that'd be so good. I love cutting off any sound early like
It's
that.
very funny.
Oh, absolutely. It's the funniest thing to me.
Okay. Da-da-da. That one. Da-da-da. Should have had this prepared first, but I am dumb of the head. Can't be a
Understandable.
VTuber stream if it's not flawed in some way. You know?
Yeah.
It's flawed by default. It's a VTuber.
I just heard someone like in the background say darkness.
Darkness. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. I think we should be good to go now. Alright, let me start us off then. Okay. In the city of Abrito, locals enjoy a life of splendor and frivolity. Wait, hold on, that's the wrong one. Great start, great start.
Off to a good start.
Yeah. You're taken to a lovely city square, the city of Abrito's Square. There are gondola docks at the sides where people can come in directly into the city, and there's a statue in the middle of the square. The perimeter is lined with buildings painted in colors of gems like rubies and sapphires and topaz. Some of these buildings are very varied in their structure. Some are more modern, some could have been built years ago. Some have windows that are regular, some have ornate stained glass windows depicting fierce battles or important religious figures. However, all this blends together for a city that you can tell is very multicultural and has had a lot of history and impact with it. As we see this, however, one of our first Fiats walks into the center of the square. Alright, Bridgie, please introduce yourself and your character. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, is that the right
Well,
one?
I'm Bridgie. Hi. I'm gonna be playing Vanessa. She's a military officer. She's like average height, dark hair, fair skin. She's definitely looks like a soldier.
Okay. You walk into the city square. This is somewhere you are familiar with, you know, as a resident of this town. And you have been invited to the prestigious Castel di Maschera, where there is going to be a party to celebrate the numerous acts of amazement that the people around the area have done and you know have a cause for celebration. So you stride in and you see this center, this statue. This, however, when you look a bit more closely, it seems to be not like an established statue. It seems kind of more makeshift, rather.
Hmm.
And you see that there is, it's a memorial of a kind. You can make a check if you want to, like, kind of look into it a bit deeper and such.
Okay, what kind of check would that be?
You just make an investigation check.
Investigation. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay. You
Cool.
see that this being has a number of candles surrounding it. There is the symbol of an eye carved into the center of it as well, which is the symbol of the Orium, who are a religious organization of some kind. If you want to, you can try and get a bit more, but if you want to see if you know a bit more about the Orium, if you do a religion check.
A religion check.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
You know of the Orium, but you haven't really, like, kind of wandered into what they do too much. All you really know about them is that they are what is kind of stereotypical, seen as like a force of, like, heavenly good, who are protectors to the world.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, a woman catches sight of you, and she goes to move towards you. Hello there.
Okay.
I see you seem familiar around these lands. You don't seem exactly like some of the others who've come this way, who are looking around a bit more lost. May I inquire to your name?
Hi, my name is Vanessa Favaro.
Vanessa? I see. I see. I am Kara Crescendo. I'm a simple priestess. I have been invited to the party up ahead, but I'm a bit worried about going in yet. So I'm just kind of staying out here.
Are we particularly early?
No, the party's still going on. It's started already, but it's only in its very early hours. This will be going late into the night. I will not be staying the entire night, but I will be, there for a part of it. I do wish to celebrate, although I wouldn't exactly call myself a common party goer, someone who goes around these kinds of parts often.
Well, why don't you coincide with me? We'll go inside together. That way you won't have to worry so much about being alone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Are you a resident? You are a resident of here, but did you grow up here?
Yes, actually, I did. I'm actually part of the noble families around here.
Oh, I see. That's most wonderful. I'm also one. I was raised in the Orium churches, but that is merely all of my history. Really, I am just a simple priestess.
Ah. So you must not have explored very far. Hmm.
No, not particularly. I suppose that makes sense. That why I haven't seen you around before.
Yes, I haven't really participated much in REM activities. I've been a lot of time training in my younger years with the Imperial Army.
I see. Well, that's great. If you wish to lead the way, then I will follow just show up. I just have a couple more things I need to look over.
All right, I will pay attention to her as I, kind of lead her inside with me.
Okay, then just you can head over to the bridge on the west, and then she will just, you can move, right? Are you able to move?
Can I?
Good.
Boop, 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 boop. We're over here.
Just over to where the darkened path is. Yeah.
Okay.
She says that, go on, I'll be following you much shortly. And as you look forward, you can see there is still quite a line to get in. Like, there's like about a good number of people. And she says she'll join you then. However,
All right. See you then.
alright, you head on. And as you do that, another fate crosses into the square. Well, I'll just do this in my DM one because it makes more sense. Okay. Shay, how about you introduce yourself and your character?
Hey, so I'm Shay, and I'm Shrimbles on all the social media that I'm on, and I'm going to be playing Sherlock Bones.
Sherlock Bones. Okay. You head into the square. You see what is being described as before. There is a pretty standard square, pretty empty, bar a few people who seem to be possibly, waiting for friends to go into the party as well. And is there anything particular you wish to do before, or you just want to head directly into towards the bridge and join the queue to get in?
I guess I'm curious about this statue.
Okay. Do you want to do? Hold on, let me check what you need to do. If you want to, you can do an investigation check or a religion check. That'll unveil some different things. Okay, that investigation check allows you to see that this symbol, this statue, which is of the Orient. That you can tell that much as the name is mostly known here in Abrido, but it has been passed down to elsewhere. Someone with the knowledge and someone who does as much research into different aspects of life to help you solve things has definitely heard of the Orient before. But you see that additionally, something that you didn't see is there are what seem to be flowers that represent mourning being left at this statue, additionally.
Hello, Mr. Statue. Have you died recently as well? Hello?
The statue does not respond.
Statue? Hello? What the fuck?
The statue does not respond. As you get to there, the woman, Kara, sees you and she says, "Oh, hello there. Oh, I have not seen a spellborn in quite some time.
Hello?
How are you
And
doing?
who may you be?
I am Kara Chrysandel. I am a priestess of
I
the
don't
Orient."
care. I'm Sherlock Bones, ace detective.
I see. An ace detective. She's definitely a bit shook from being interrupted as suddenly as that, but she's kind and she kind of like easily brushes it off and doesn't take any offense to it at all.
So you say there's a big line here?
There's a line, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cut the line.
I see. Vanessa, do you let Sherlock cut the line?
Excuse me. There's a line here.
I need to solve this case. Now, let me pass.
I don't know what you
Do
mean.
you know who I am?
Nope, but I know
I'm
that.
Sherlock Bones, ace detective.
Okay.
Now, let's get to the bottom of this case.
Well, the case is there's a line and you're not at the end of it where you belong.
Can I shove her out of the way?
Do you?
How rude.
Anything like that? I'm just like, Bridgie, are you fine with Shay trying to shove you out of the way?
Oh my gosh. I'll just whatever. I'll let it happen. I don't care. I'm over it.
I was gonna say, like, you can maybe roll for it. If you just let it happen, that's also fine. So in that case, Sherlock shoves Vanessa out of the way and barges into the line. There's a few people who see this. They're a bit like they kind of just like scoff at you, but they don't really. No one's really like too what is it? No one's like going to like fight you over it.
I had a bad interaction with the statue earlier. I'm most sorry.
I see. And as Sherlock tries to cut further into the line, try to get into the castle a bit earlier, we have a new Fiat who crosses into the square. That is Lillian. Lillian, feel free to introduce yourself and your character.
Alright, hi, I'm Lilin, on Kanashibari, pretty much everywhere else, and I'll be playing as Jörgen Spiritsson, the dwarven exorcist wandering about the town.
Alright, as Jurgen wanders into the square, he's been invited here presumably for one of the few cases where a exorcist case of his has not ended up with him being run out of town for drinking bills. Say like a noble family has allowed for him, very thankful for him, and they managed to get him a spot into this party. So as you go into the square, is there anything particular that you wish to do?
Is the statue, does that happen to be made out of stone? Or what is it made out of?
The statue is made out of stone, yes.
And I would like to walk up to it and, try and discertain what it symbolizes.
Okay. Give me a religion check then. I will also give you advantage because it is related to stone.
Alright. Advantage and religion.
That is a 10.
Good start.
Where's this? It is, as you know, it is related to the Orium, who are a religious faction that is most commonly known in Abrito and the areas around Abrito, and however, they don't really seem to be too much or standard outside of just being a standard religion and as being known as the most common religion in Abrito. So there's nothing too out of the ordinary out of them that you recognize or know. But you know that they are the Orium, you've heard their name before, and they definitely have an impact, and you could suspect that you may see a number of Orium priests or priestesses or followers around the city, or even a couple of the bishops or such in this party.
Okay. Would I happen to know any, common practices of those who follow Orion religion? Are there any ways of greeting people, or any standard practices that any good
Not
Orion follower would do?
The main three things that the Orion followers are protect the innocent, keep justice, and do what is right, no matter what. Those are the three kind of standard values of the Orion. And there are some cases where standard religion corruption can happen, but from what you know of, the Orium are pretty sound. There's just humans and mortals aren't perfect, basically. All right.
Okay.
As you take a kind of a deeper notice into the statue, the woman who is standing at the bridge actually notices you and approaches you. Oh, hello there. Are you taking a notice in the statue here?
Aye, lass, I've always got an eye for fine craftsmanship such as this.
Ah, yes. I imagine whichever the bishops commissioned for this statue to be made definitely searched out for some of the most talented crafters, stoneworkers that we know. I see you're a dwarf, so possibly could have been one of your kind.
It may well be.
See, I am Karika Sandal. I am a priestess of the Orium, and she extends her hand to you to shake.
Jürgen will give a nice hearty handshake. Jürgen Spiritsson. I'm a bit of a priest myself. More of an exorcist to be.
Oh wow. Give me as you see something, give me a perception check.
Perception, alright.
You see something interesting after the handshake is released. You see a tattoo on both of the palms of her hands. This is the design is of an eye surrounded by an 8-pointed star.
Do I happen to know what that symbolizes?
No, but you can ask her if you wish.
Alright. Can't help but notice you've got a bit of art on yourself as well, on your hands. I'd like to ask what that happens to mean.
As she does this, she kind of like sets back a bit and like kind of clasps her hands towards her so you don't like see the problems. Like, oh, those. It's just a simple ward against the evils. You know, I am a priestess. We need to make sure that we are we priests of Inebrido and of the Orium do not be corrupted by fiends and demons and such.
Ah, of course, of course. Always good to have a bit of extra help against those sorts of things.
Of course, I am not one of the more powerful ones. I simply just help out in the day-to-days activities and services and helping out the people of this city for whatever help they need, you know. So that is my job. That is my job and my role.
Well, it's always good to meet someone willing to help the others out. After all, that's what got me here. By the way, where'd the party happen to be?
Oh, the party, yes. It is just further on past me, and she points to the west where the bridge is, where you can see the queue is clearly there.
Ah, I see. There's a bit of a line. Well, if one were to make their way over to the drinking table, then they might see me there. It'd be lovely to talk to you again soon.
Ah, of course, of course. I'll hope to seek you out there when I get the nerves to kind of go in. I'm a bit on the shy side. I can be a bit overwhelmed.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Hope you get your wits about you soon.
I do too. May the Orion bless you.
And you. And Jurgen will head to the bridge.
Alright. As that happens, someone else actually also enters. Another Fiat spreads and stands out onto the square. That will be Paige. So Paige, why don't you introduce yourself and the character you're playing?
I'm Paige, and I am playing Gruntilda. She is a goblin who plays the banjo, and apparently. I sound like I'm like very nervous about trying to
It's okay.
introduce myself
You-
for some reason.
You're doing great, don't worry.
But yeah, I'm playing Gruntilda, and she is a you know, even among the goblins, she's considered a little bit on the short side, and but you know, she likes to say I'm half as wide as I am short, so and, you know, she just yeah.
That's fine. Okay. You head into the square. You see the statue, and you see the woman who is the woman there who is now rather fondly looking at the statue in an almost mournful way. Do you wish to approach her?
Yes.
Okay, and then you just let a left click, and then you just drag over to beside her, wherever you want to go.
Oh. Are you gonna?
You can do it.
It's.
Can you not? Are you not able to?
It's not. Yeah, I'm left clicking and it's not letting me move it. Hold on,
I'm
is it
pretty
this?
sure
Is it
I give you permission to do it. Let me check again. Edit. Yeah, you should be able to move it.
Do
Am
you
I
have the pan
yeah,
tool
make sure
selected
you've got
instead
the,
of the arrow
Yeah, make sure
selected?
you've got the select move tool. So just go in the top left and hover over it and make
Yeah,
sure it's...
select move, and I'm.
What happens when you left click it? Does like anything pop up?
No. Oh. Well, something happened.
That was
when I
a
double-clicked
shake.
it.
Like that's people clicking on you. I think.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I feel you should have a command over it. Nothing there. Would do anything.
Yeah, I'm not. Am I?
Are you? What else things could there be that could be doing anything like this? I'm honestly not sure. Sorry, I just don't know what could be.
Uh,
You should be able to. You should be
Maybe-
able to do it because everyone else is being able to.
Can you like
that's-
share your screen in Discord so we can take a look? Might be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that really quick.
Sorry about this. Just sometimes things happen that are a bit weird. And also, let's see. But okay, show me. You're left clicking on it. Yeah, nothing's happening. Huh.
Just
Nothing.
I tried right clicking. I tried doing my my click wheel to see if maybe.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's just.
Uh,
Oh,
There you go.
what?
Okay.
What
well,
just happened? How
I
did
don't know.
I
Hey,
literally?
magic.
Well, whatever. You got it working now. You got it
just
working
that.
now.
Right. That's what matters. That's what
Yeah, yeah.
matters.
Okay, so you approach the woman. What do you want to say to her or anything?
I'll be honest with you. This statue is kind of ugly.
She turns a bit shocked at you here, and I was like, "Oh, I think it's rather nice, but I suppose everyone's got their own opinions and such." Yes, she seems a bit hurt, but she's not gonna like punch you for it, basically.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just sometimes my mouth opens and stuff comes out.
Of course. She seems a bit more composed now after she said that. I was like, yes, that happens with everyone. We all, sometimes the mortal sides of us, our mortal tongues can end up catching onto words that we don't necessarily mean. She this time she kind of bows to you almost. Notably she does not go to shake your hand after what happened a mere 20 seconds or so ago. I am Cara Sandal. I am a priestess of the Orient, and it is good to meet you.
Oh, well, it's good to meet you too. You can call me Gruntilda, or Grunty for short. I don't mind either way.
Okay, Gruntilda, I'm assuming you are here for the party, yes?
The party. Yes, I am absolutely here for the party that I was invited to, most definitely. Yes.
She takes this as a face, even despite the absolute lying you're doing, the shaking sentence and all. She believes you. She's like, well, that's good. I'm glad to see you there. Unfortunately, goblin kind are still, even in this day, seem to be treated as somewhat of a lesser, but they do not deserve to be. Your race are fantastic people, I'm sure.
Thank you. I'm really sorry what I said about your statue. I really am.
It is not mine, but I appreciate the apology nonetheless. I'll be going there momentarily. If you wish to join into the queue, then she gestures over to the west, over to where that bridge is, and says you can join the queue there.
Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, I will do that. I will get into this line to this party. Absolutely. I'm gonna move over there right now, cause, like I said, I was totally invited. Yes.
Very
Correct.
Very not suspicious. Hello.
Ooh, whoops.
Oh wait, I went to the wrong one. I moved. Sorry. I moved to the wrong thing. I meant to move. I'm trying to prepare things in the background while y'all.
I
yeah.
thought I clicked something wrong
No,
for a
no,
second.
it
I was
was-
like,
it was-
oh no!
It was entirely me. Do not worry.
Is that a fucking goblin?
Oh no.
What of it?
Wait, there's a goblin here?
Oh no.
Y'all
Oh.
got a problem with that? Y'all got a problem with a goblin being here?
Forgive me, I've never really encountered a goblin in a place like this. I apologize.
Yes,
that's
many
fine.
You've never been out on the roadways then.
Yeah, what that guy said.
And as you three at least, I don't know if Sherlock joins in at all, but as you three engage into conversation, getting a bit lively and more friendly, our last fate crosses into the square. Tazu, feel free to introduce yourself and your character, and why has that not updated with your token arts?
I like this art.
Nonetheless. Nonetheless.
Token editor, I will... how did I do this? Remove image.
While you're doing that, hi, hello. I am Jotazo of twitch.tv/Jotazo and twitter.com/Jotazo. I am playing Big Friendly Minotaur Man of the Sciences, here for some kind of, I don't know, maybe he did something, his boss did something. One way or another, he's here.
Nice. You love to see it. That should be it. Let me update all tokens. Come on. There we go. Okay, you head into the square. You see a woman who is now seems to be finishing off. She just seemed to finish off praying to the statue that is in the center of this square here.
Oh, wonderful.
What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna approach the statue. And is the statue actually like the art would suggest, like it's a dude on a horse?
Kind of. It is a person who's wielding a spear, but they kind of are rather kind of like
Just on their own.
They're on one knee, and they're kind of like what you can seem to be like praying, like, or at least like some kind of like contemplation or something. That is what you gather from the statue.
Gotcha, okay. So I'd probably take a look around, kind of see the square itself being not really the main attraction. There's like a whole line of people over there, probably piece together that's where I need to go for the event. But she seems to be kind of the one person who stands out between me and the line.
Yeah,
and so I
like
would probably...
at this point, all the other people who had like been around the square waiting for their friends had
Right.
joined the line. They've, you know, and such.
Yeah, so I'd probably approach slow. I say slowly as I'm like darting across the map.
It's all right.
Approach.
Hello, greetings. Is this the correct location for the gathering?
Oh, she finishes off her prayer. Like she takes a couple seconds to finish off, and is like, "Yes, it is. This is where the party is going to be. The celebration at the Castel di Maschera."
Ah, spectacular, spectacular. And are you yourself attending?
Yes, I am. I am Cara Chrysandel. I am a priestess of the Orium. It is good to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. My name is Theobald Tiberius Threadwell.
I see.
He goes to shake a hand.
She does, and you notice the symbol again. Do you wish to question it?
I mean, she introduced herself as a priestess, and so I'd probably assume that it's like part of the following. I'll do a religion check on it to see if I actually like recognize the symbol, though.
Okay, go for it.
Is that the correct check, religion?
Yeah, it would be in this case, I'd say.
Great, I have a 0 mod in that. 3.
You assume it's from the Orium because that's what she said it was.
Yeah, it's about probably as far as his brain would go with it.
Yeah, maybe not the most religious folk Theobald is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Too busy studying bugs.
The bugs. But yeah, she shakes her hand, and as such she it's like, well, I'm glad to have. You seem to be one of the last people coming in here, actually. I've noticed most other people have either came in already, joined the line, or have gathered their friends together and joined together.
Yes, it seems so. I did notice the square was rather empty. I came across a very fascinating bird on the way here and just simply had to take some notes on my way.
Hey, bird, her face like flushes white almost, and whenever you say bird, and do you?
I apologize if I said anything to alarm you.
Oh no. It's simply that just what happened here as she gestures towards the mourning flowers, the flowers of mourning that have been left by the statue. A Kenku has been murdered recently in town. He was someone who was unfortunately on the worst side of things, living kind of on the streets, but I grew to know him as he often came to the church for sessions or for just a place to even rest, really. We at the Orient must show kindness to protect those who need it, after all.
And he kind of takes a second to like realize the severity of the situation before kind of looking over at the statue, and he shuffles around in his shirt. Probably finds like something, like some kind of flower, and just kind of leaves it there out of respect as like a token of, oops, didn't mean to touch that nerve.
She's like just she like smiles at you, but she doesn't say anything else regarding it. Oh well then,
Yeah.
thank you for that. I assume if you want to, we could go join the line together.
I would have nothing more.
He kind of like hoists himself up, brushes his coat off a little bit, and starts walking over to the line with her.
And she'll join you. As such, everyone, the line slowly shifts forward, and in about after about say like 20 to 25 minutes, you all make it into outside the castle. And it's going to be darkness. Just scroll down so you can actually see where the map is.
Ah, I see.
I see, yeah. Because I've just fog of ward it just to make it, you know.
Understand.
Nice stuff. Hold on, I just need to do a couple more things. I prepared some of it, but I didn't prepare everything, so I need to get the evolved here. And why is that still the old
Hey, my
parts?
token's still fucked.
Let me just edit it. Yes, maybe I can do something like here. I don't know why I did that. Can I update defaults? I think that should also help. Yes, update default does it. And then we got Kara over here. Where's that? Okay, there she is. Let's just pop her into token there. There she is. As you approach, with the barging that happened, what Sherlock did, because it's mostly uncontested, he is the one that approaches the line first. You see a Tabaxi woman at the gates. She's wearing, however, she is very tall, and she's also wearing a cat mask over her cat face. You can sense some kind of weird irony there, but if you wish to question that, is up to you, Sherlock.
Can I do an investigation check or some sort?
For what?
The mask.
The mask? Sure, go for it. Give me an investigation check.
Cool.
Okay, you recognize that this is a masked party. You'll all be given masks upon entry. As you can see that she also additionally has a bag which has a number of masks in them. So she notices you, she weaves you forward as it is your turn to be enter the what do you call it? The words. The Castel. Greetings. Welcome.
Hello. As you can see, I'm already wearing my mask. It's a skeleton mask. Let me in.
You know, that is not how it works. And she, with a very surprisingly strong grip, holds you back.
Wow, that is a surprisingly strong grip.
Yes, many people do not know, but I am quite strong, stronger than my looks preside. People see a Tabaxi woman in a dress and think bad things, I suppose. Well, rather that's not bad, but more that we are weak. We most certainly
Okay,
are not.
I didn't ask for your life story.
Well, you're here to enter.
May I be allowed entrance?
You may, but you must choose a mask first. Okay, you have a
What are
choice-
my options?
You have a choice of 9 masks. You have the choice
Yo.
of a fox mask, a wolf mask, a deer mask, a lynx mask, a hare mask, as in like a rabbit, like the hare rabbit thing. You have a bear mask, a squirrel mask, a boar mask, or an oil mask.
Do you have any notes to note them down, or?
I will type them out in the Discord channel so we can have like always like see them.
Cool.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's your choices. Fox, wolf, deer, lynx, hare, bear, squirrel, boar, or owl.
I've always thought of myself as a bit of a fox. Now, let me in.
Okay, she hands you the fox mask, and you can go in. And I will also definitely clear up the first floor of the castle. Let me just get fog of war to reveal areas. And there. See a very grand there are many performers and different acts at each of these pillars. There is a number of fine guests. There are food on the tables here, and there is a staircase which is currently being guarded. It is seeming that people are only a certain amount of people are allowed up at a time, or if they are special people. Okay. Before we do that, though, the others will go ahead. The group of 3 we had earlier, which was the group of Jurgen, Vanessa, and Gruntilda, have been chatting while waiting in the line, and they've got to, I guess, to know each other a bit more. And they all approach at the same time.
All right then.
Move all 3 of you. Wait, can I? I should be able to move you. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's fine. Yeah, you 3 just move forward, and hello there. I assume you 3 are also here for the party? Well, it'd be...
Yes.
I see.
If that's where everyone else is, that's where we are.
Well, it is certainly going to be the place of the night, for sure. And she'll offer you a selection of masks. However, the fox mask is now gone as a selection.
Right.
As you're some of the last people to enter, you pretty much only have one choice of whatever. So just take all those, but you can't have the fox. I posted in the Discord. Whoever wants to go first can go first, or if you can't decide, then I will just roll and I will just do a roll or whatever for it.
You two have any preference?
Gruntilda's kind of looking at the masks, and she sees the boar mask. She kind of, it's got the little teethies, and she's like, I kind of feel a little bit of a kinship, and she's like, I gotta have this one. And
Okay.
she just holds up the boar mask to herself.
Sue Needle, the tabaxi woman, glares at you for does not like people touching inside of her bag, but she does not stop you. Very well. And the human woman or the dwarf?
I would like to take the wolf mask.
Okay. Then go take. You'll get the wolf mask. I'm just trying to write this down on the thing. Boar goes to Gruntilda, and wolf goes to Vanessa. And what about you, dwarfen man?
Ah, well, there's only these available. I'll take this bear mask here.
Okay.
I once heard a story of some bears breaking into a storehouse where some meat was being fermented. Got to have a little bit of fun. Maybe it'll be a bit prophetic here, eh?
I see. Possibly, I guess she does not care for your story. You get the
Understandable. Have a nice day.
You get the impression from Sue Needle that she is simply here to do her job and nothing else. Okay, you 3 then enter into the what do you call it? And particularly Vanessa, you notice the spellbound skeleton man who kind of barged into you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
On my way in, is it possible that I can look into her bag and see if there's anything other than masks in there?
Give me a perception check. Oh wait, you have to. I don't think you've done a check before. Go to your journal. Go to your character sheets, like the character sheet we all did before.
Mm-hmm.
And then just go down to your skills and just left click where it says perception, and I'll roll it for you.
Okay. Go to. Hello. Are you gonna pop up? Are you gonna load? Why are you not loading? Where are you? Why is this broken for me today?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Like, did you like? Okay, did you like? It's just yeah. I'm assuming you know how to because you did it last time, of course.
Yeah. Like I'm clicking on me.
Just
But it's the window like that usually pops up is
Yeah.
not popping.
it is. Oh, huh.
Is it grayed out? Because then you might have to double click it to like open it if you see the title anywhere on your screen.
In the meantime, maybe like we could have some just RP to fill the space so we're not just doing nothing. That's all right with Bridgie.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I
absolutely
feel
fine.
so bad.
It's technical difficulties happen, unfortunately. Hold on, I'm actually gonna some more new music as well. It's more fitting of the castle, I suppose.
You're saying there's not dock noises inside the castle too?
Not particularly, no.
Guess that makes sense.
No, that is just a haunted castle. There's nothing for a party.
Haunted.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
there is a skeleton walking around. It is technically haunted now.
Have I ever seen something like this before? Just a skeleton, skeleton walking around and nobody worrying about it.
Give me.
How much do I know about this?
Give me a history check.
Actually, can I get in on that as well? Because a skeleton walking around sounds like a job for an
Wow.
exorcist.
You
I
can
have,
as well.
have
And
plus 4
also,
history. What the heck?
You just also do a history check. Just quickly.
I rolled a
Okay.
1.
I got a new song in Rhythmbot.
Good lord.
I refreshed at Arctica Fox's or Frost's
Thing suggestion.
so yeah.
Can you
so
share screen?
yeah.
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 That's
Yeah,
good,
I got it to pop up.
This helps me figure
Yeah.
out how I'm meant to get new songs on Rhythmbot.
Okay.
Did you see beside bio info, click character sheet,
Right. Okay.
and then you can go down
Okay.
and then click. I don't remember what check yours was, mate, but do you see the boxes with all
Oh, it was
the
a
notes on it?
perception.
Skill box?
Oh,
Click.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just click on the word and it'll roll
This
it
is
for
your
you.
music.
Oh.
Okay.
you
You see nothing but masks. There's not many,
okay.
and but there you don't see nothing but masks. There's a couple like just standard things. However, there's like some kind of like ration or something. There is a water skin like kind of on the inside of it. But yeah, that's really what there is. And also thanks for the raid, Halsey. Welcome everyone. But yeah, there's nothing really out of the ordinary that is in Sue Neal's bag. She again glares at you. She does look for kind of looking into your bag, and she kind of like motions for you to hurry along inside. Okay.
Everyone is just staring at Sherlock Bones,
Is it-
rubbing
yeah,
their
are you-
chins.
is
Like,
it even some- okay, I'll go through your rules now then. Vanessa and Lillian, you know of the spellbound race, which are a race of people who are bound to spells, but you maybe suspect that there is some kind of link to some kind of undead spell. You aren't sure how much of the person you're talking to is the original person or the spellkin itself, but you know of what Sherlock Bones is, essentially.
No exorcisms today then.
Yeah, no exorcisms today. They are. You cannot.
Yeah.
If you were to try to get rid of the spellkin of a person, that would be A, incredibly hard, and B, you would kill the mortal body. And the spell would literally, unless you had like very appropriate banishing spells, you would not be anything with the spellkin. And I say appropriate, I mean very specialist forced spellkin.
There's not much of the mortal body left, so.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, there's nothing much of the mortal body, so pretty much like it would be just bones on the floor. At this point, Theobald and Kara also go up to Sewing Needle. Sewing Needle nods at Kara. Kara puts on a mask of her own that she got earlier. Let me see where it says, because I'm pretty sure it says somewhere what it is. A golden dragon mask that she puts on, and she heads on in. Oh, that's the wrong. That's the issue with having two Roll20s open, is that it leads to you clicking the wrong one sometimes. But Sewing Needle looks behind Theobald as the last one. And she will gesture for you to take to ask for whichever mask you want.
Yeah. So I kind of look them over, and instinctively I go to grab, or at least point at, the owl, but then I remember the really awkward exchange about birds I had earlier and think about maybe a different one. And I think I end up going with, I'm going to say the squirrel for irony's sake. A massive ox minotaur takes mask of tiny tree creature.
Fair enough. She gives you the mask and gestures for you to head on in.
And I give her a polite nod and just quietly head on inside.
Yeah, after that, she also heads on in, as now there is simply no one to be coming in, so she just stands at the door. Okay, think of what happens next. Yeah. Now you're all inside of the castle itself, and as we mentioned, it is a huge thing. There are many people of many different walks of life. Well, not really walks of life. It's a tend towards be more towards the rich, and if it is anyone who is poor, you can easily recognize them as someone who is such as someone like a folk hero or something who has done great deeds for their time.
So you say this area at the top is for very important people and it's guarded?
Yes, I'll let you do that. Let me just finish describing the area, if that's alright.
Oh, I didn't know you weren't. Sorry.
It's alright, it's fine. There are nearly, you can see there's nearly 100 people that are in attendance in here. Yeah, it is, at this point, by the time you've all come in, it is now starting for the sun to set, and the candle lights are very bright and just lit up the entirety of it in a very, almost romantic atmosphere, or of a sake. The last daylight comes in through the windows, and it allows for some very dramatic looking shadows to happen. There are a number of different people you could talk to, or there are also some entertainers you may talk to who are the ones at the pillars. If anyone, but for that I will now let you try and go up to the stairs.
Hello. Is this the area for very important people?
Yes, it is. Do you have any identification for yourself, sir?
I'm Sherlock Bones, an ace detective.
An ace detective? Oh, wow, that is certainly quite a claim, but unfortunately, unless you get permission from the Marquis himself, or if you have the papers for it, we cannot let you up.
I can write some paper.
That's not what we mean. However, as you're having this conversation, something happens. Hold on. I need to just quickly do something. Something that I wanted to happen did not happen. And up in terms of updating information, because thank you. Should be updated. There we go. You see this man bump into you, in fact. Oh wait, hold on. I put him in, but it should have updated his place now, because he's in this lair. He's on the token lair. Come on. Come on, Roll20, I believe.
Obviously, this person is invisible.
Foreground.
It's actually a ghost.
Yeah.
It is not good.
My time has come. Here we go.
Come on, he should be here, because it's like showing me that he's on the right layer and he's on the same layer as everyone else. So I don't get why he's hidden.
Dude, Roll20's giving us a run for our money today, huh?
Yeah.
Let me drag a new one and see if that works.
Has performance anxiety. This happens.
There he is. Okay, that's
It's okay, Ghosty. Take your
Fortunately,
time.
I have to do a few things to update things now, because the pre-prepared one did not want to work and such. Wait, hold on. I think I can. Let me just quick get rid of this because I know something else I can do. It'll just make it easier. Sorry, it didn't expect whatever happened to happen the way it did. It was meant to just easily just drag them into the mortal realm. Okay, update that, and this should allow. There we go. There he is.
Yeah, there he is!
This halfling man bumps into you, Sherlock.
Oh, fuck off, short stack.
Excuse me, what did you say to me? He is
I'm
very
sorry, was that
angry.
common?
How dare you? Do you know who you are talking to? You are talking to Piccolo Scrumbly Tropavino.
What mask does he have on?
He has a corgi mask.
Well, that's ironic. I don't know how to react to such nonsense. Do you know who you're talking to?
Clearly not. I'm talking to some pile of bones right now.
How do you know I'm wearing a fox mask? And I'm fully clothed. And I'm wearing a hat.
He stares like out to the side of you to where it is. Yeah, I was right. Skeleton all the way through.
I'm boned.
The pun sets him off, and you know what he does? He throws a punch at you. You easily dodge it
Oh
because
my
you
gosh.
notice he is drunk, and we are going to roll initiative.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. This was quick. Clink.
No, initiative hasn't started yet. Oh wait, never mind. It did pop up, so it's fine. Never mind. You can just
Everything
roll
is
initiative
fine.
then. Just click on your initiative
Yeah.
on your card. sheet, and you will
22!
roll it.
Nice.
So go to your character sheet, and then there should be.
I rolled it.
No, I'm just talking for.
Oh, right,
for
everybody?
PH. Yeah, everyone is. Hell, if you want, you can avoid if you don't want. If you want to, but do you want to see your skeleton, quote unquote, friend get just beat up by a random drunk gnome lad?
I got that.
Halfling. For what you're doing, Paige, just go to where in the middle row on your character sheet, and where it says initiative, you just click on the text there. And also roll the initiative for Piccolo.
Oh,
Oh.
my bad.
It's okay, I'm faster, I got this.
Okay, that should be everyone. Let me just reorder it so it's proper. Okay,
Yay.
let's see, 1, 2. Wait, who hasn't? Someone hasn't joined in because there's 5 people.
What? It said there was
Vanessa.
no valid token was selected. What
You,
the heck?
you click your token and then you roll
Yeah,
initiative.
you
my
click your
goodness.
token and then you have to roll it, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go. You got a 3.
Awesome. Wow. That's way
Very
better than
cool.
14.
I'll give you your 14 just because that was your first proper one. Because I'm a kind person.
Thanks.
Okay, well, never mind, it's automatically updated. I will find some battle music and then we can start.
Whoa. Fighting.
The battle music. We don't want something that's epic, considering, you know, this guy is,
Peeved.
yeah, he's a bit of an interesting folk.
Is it just him who's fighting?
It is just him, he is. How epic is this epic battle music? too epic for this fight. Why is all this music just so epic? I just want... I'll save the playlist I had before. Sorry, I should have been more prepared for this fight in particular with this. But I can set the scene while you're doing this. Everyone starts to look at this with the known Piccolo Scrimbly Troppovino just challenging this spellbound to a fight just on a whim.
Okay, have you got the music going?
I'm looking for something else though. Does this work? No, I don't want ambience, I want actual sound. D&D, I'll just go for fantasy battle theme. The battle music for D&D. I don't, does this work? That works, that's not too epic.
If you need good like bar fight music.
Oh, then we'll go. Thanks, I'll take that then. I think that's more suiting for this one.
It's only 11 minutes.
That's
but
fine.
that
We can live
probably
with
is enough time.
We can live with it. It's fine if we need to. All right. Everyone starts looking at this happen, and they see that Piccolo is trying to hit someone. People roll their eyes, knowing this to be a typical Piccolo, they say. But, yeah, is your action first, Sherlock? What do you wish to do?
I'm going to take my
Bone.
action to do cunning action and disengage. So,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take my actual action to dash. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah.
Okay, you cross past with the snake charmer, who just kind of stares at you, wondering what's going on. But besides from that,
Hello.
nothing too particular.
I'm Sherlock Bones. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Iriak, Alacrocra, snake charmer, good to meet you too. Do you know what's going on over there? Piccolo seems a bit angry at you.
I have no idea. All I said was he was short. Anyway, lovely to meet you.
Makes sense, makes sense. Iriak,
And-
they nod, but they don't say anything else.
End turn.
Okay. Piccolo has his sights currently purely set on Sherlock. He will, hold on, let me just get his sheet up so I can see what everything he's got in terms of movement and stuff. He has 25 movement, so, he, will do that. He can only, however, he does not have a dash, so he just moves 25 feet towards you.
Well, you can use this action to dash.
Oh yeah.
Another
Uh,
25 feet.
Wait, I think that's 25, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just outside of your range, but he is drunkenly, like, running towards you.
This
Okay,
guy.
it is. Oh, I just realized I haven't actually been moving on initiative. Next, it is Vanessa. You see your the spellbound man before getting chased down by this drunken halfling. As a member of the military, do you wish to try and interrupt this kind of like hoo-ha, I suppose?
I'm gonna move 30 feet. Here, I'm gonna sit at this table next to this person.
You sit next to the fortune teller, who is an elderly dry lady. She smiles at you. Hello, Darcy.
I'll say, hi, this lively party, huh?
Oh, this is how it is usually with Piccolo. Don't worry about him. And she watches what's going to happen with sort of glee in her eyes.
I'm gonna hold my action for if somebody comes in my range.
Okay, so Piccolo comes in your range, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. Okay, that is your turn then, unless you wish to do anything else.
That's it.
Okay, it is now Jurgen. Jurgo, what do you wish to do?
Alright. Assuming that Jurgen, being a dwarf, can actually see what's going on over the crowd.
You can, yeah, the crowd's kind of forming around, and you can kind of get from the sounds and the cheering that there's a skirmish of some kind between people going on.
Jurgen will kind of sigh and shake his head. No matter how fancy a party, there's always got to be a brawl. And he'll just, like, I guess, let's see, how far away is that? That is
40.
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
have to get
yeah.
something,
Yeah, so in order to like put himself in the way, he'll like I'll take the dash action and just kind of hustle to put myself between Piccolo and Sherlock. Not really like
Okay, right.
yeah, and just like kind of like place like taking a wide stance and putting himself in between the two of them.
What are
Not
you
really
doing?
saying anything. I just kind of like hold on, don't try anything.
Piccolo
You're
is
doing the right thing.
furious at you.
Protecting one as feeble-boned as myself.
Okay, if that's what you have to do, then it will go on to be Gruntilda's turn.
Oh.
Okay, so you have up to your movement. You can move if you wish to check. That is, you can use the ruler tool, which is the force tool, to see how far things are away from you if you wish.
So like, oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure you
Okay.
have 25 movement. You know you have 30 movements,
I gotta-
so you can move up to 30 feet,
Okay.
which is still 6 squares.
So Gruntilda is basically like kind of seeing them run across. She's like, you know, I didn't think I was gonna see a fight today. I thought that these rich people were too good for that. And I can't get all the way over there, but I will.
You could if you use your dash action, which is uses up your
Okay.
action, but allows you to move your movement speed up to your movement speed again.
Okay.
So you can move up
So-
to 60 feet, but then you wouldn't be able to attack unless you have an attack as part of your bonus action.
Ah.
What do you have as
Do
bonus
I
action?
have an
Let
attack
me
as part of my bonus?
let me check what spells you have in case any of these are bonus actions. There's an action, 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 action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only thing you have as a bonus action would be if you wish to use one use of your bardic inspiration, which allows you to give a buff to someone, any of your allies, by allowing them to roll an extra d6 whenever they make a saving throw, a saving throw, an attack, or a spell cast.
Okay, so do I just like to use my dash? I can just
You just tell me that you want to use your dash, and you can do it.
yeah, I'll use my dash.
Okay.
Get like right behind Piccolo. Scrimbly.
It's good old scrimbles.
Good bold Scrimbles.
Yeah, you can just move yourself over.
Right.
If you want
Yeah.
to, make sure to just go back to your selection tool.
Alright, so, and then I'm going to use my bardic inspiration on Jurgen and just be like, get him! You can do it! Fine!
Okay, that's one use of your bardic inspiration. It's also good just to tell me if you want to do anything like that. Just click it on your character sheet. So you'd go down to where bardic inspiration is on your traits and just click it, by clicking, that thing there.
Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but I've done it for you that time. But that's one use of your bardic inspiration, which you're now down to 3 uses of bardic inspiration, because you have 4 you can use.
I'll try not to waste the others.
That's all right.
This isn't a waste yet.
Yeah.
I was just. I couldn't.
Okay, with that is your turn, and it is now Theobald's turn. You see the fight break out, being the very tall Minotaur person you are. You can easily see what's happening. A halfling is now currently kind of furiously trying to get through this hill dwarf to attack a spellbound skeleton man, while a goblin is rocking out on her banjo to try and encourage the fight on right beside them.
It's the most on-brand thing I've ever seen a goblin do. I love this game. Oh boy. How far away am
That is
Get up
30
to you.
There, yeah.
I'll probably just kind of go up to the situation and just kind of like lean down to the goblin a little bit.
Do you know what's going on?
I don't have a clue, but it's fun.
Fair enough. I just kind of stand back up a little bit, and I'm gonna just hold my action for now, just in case
what do you want to do?
Piccolo decides to change targets at all.
So what do you want to hold your action to be, and what's the trigger?
If Piccolo runs towards me or at me, I'm gonna try to grapple.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, with that, it is now gone back to Sherlock's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go behind this table and I'm gonna take the hide action.
That is a pillar, but okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go behind the pillar and take the hide action.
Okay, that means a stealth check, yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I also will give you advantage because Piccolo is drunk and is probably not able to focus that well.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, you hide behind the pillar easily enough. Piccolo doesn't see you. It's like, oh, where'd he go? And his fury, however, now turns onto Jurgen as the person who was kind of stopping this happening. Eric also, in turn, hides behind the pillar because this action is way too close for him. Someone who is a non-combatant.
And can I do a little eye for detail as a bonus action? Make a perception check to spot any hidden creatures or objects?
You know what? I'll give you not a perception check, but I will allow you to do something very special for this instance. I will let you do an Arcana check.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm not rolling with advantage. Cool, I'm not.
Yeah.
11.
You sense some kind of magical essence on Piccolo. You don't know what it is from, where it could have been from, but there is something not right beyond him just being drunk.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's your turn.
I don't use that information for anything.
That's
End
fair.
turn.
It is now Piccolo. Piccolo is furious at what he now sees to be what Jurgen was stopping him, and he gets a bit serious, and he will pull out his mace on him, and he will attack twice. As he can
I
do.
see.
That was a good timing on the sound.
That
He
was
gets
really
a
good timing.
12 and a 6. Do either of those hit?
Not against the 16 armor class.
Nope, he just swings at you, but he's very drunk, he's very out of it. His swings have no real, well, they have power behind them, but they have no, real aim behind them, and you can effortlessly just move out of the way of them. Just like, get back here! Yeah, that's all he does, and it is now Vanessa's turn.
Okay. So he pulled out a weapon.
He pulled out a weapon, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move towards the commotion. Would I be able to notice that something other than that was going on? Or does this just look like some guy that's super drunk and really angry?
That's all you can really tell. You could maybe, yeah, that's really all you can tell, I can say.
Okay.
You just think this guy has a very low temper, loves to get some fights, and probably had a bit too much to drink, and Sherlock was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. There's no personal vendetta here or anything. No a reassist, anti-spellbound, fueled anything. No, he is just a drunk, angry man who probably needs to get some.
Just drunk and angry. Nothing else going on
Yeah,
here.
pretty much. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my sword. And I'm gonna shout at the man. You should drop that now before you regret it.
All right, give me.
And that's all I'm gonna.
give
I'm
me
gonna
an
hold my
intimidation
action.
check, actually, with that.
Cool. Perfect. I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's see. Where are you? There you are.
All right. Seeing a full, not even just a guard, a full military personnel pull out their weapon on him. Definitely even through his drug estate shakes him a bit. You can see him like shaking, like for a moment. He's very worried, looking at you. But then he turns back to it, like, and he's like, but now he's like eyeing between you and between Jurgen. For his next attack, he'll have disadvantage for his next turn on his attacks.
Sweet. And would I be able to hold an attack action?
I'll let you. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just hold an attack action for if he comes towards me.
If he comes towards you, okay. All right. It is now. It's now Jurgen's turn. You've had Piccolo take out his weapon and try to hit you with his mace.
Things seem to be escalating a bit. Alright, let's see. I would like to attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
Just try, and the goal being to like kind of disarm him if possible.
That's. Let me see. How do you do rolls with with what do you call it again? How do I do rolls like that with what do you? I'm trying to forget I can't remember the word.
Oh, like advantage and disadvantage?
Yeah, no, not with for like for the enemies. Do I just like do a strength roll? I'd imagine.
I think it's athletics.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Okay, then I need to figure out how to roll athletics with an NPC. It would just be his. Okay, I'll just roll a. Just give me your athletics roll, and I'll do his roll for him. So give me your athletics. I'll do a. He'll have a D20 plus 2.
Alright. Athletics.
Okay, you grapple him. He is now grappled. Get off of me! And he's grunting and he's trying to shake out, but he's not at the moment. No, you grappled him. I can
apologize.
For what? He's the one that bumped into me.
You hit me with a great bloody stick, you daft git.
Because you made me not laughing. Oh my god.
Was that common?
No, I got interrupted because my dad came in and said I was being too loud. Oh no. That'll be fun for RV, but let me go! And he is angry, but he's not able, he's not gonna like, he's not gonna stop. But basically like, I'd say like, if you can, if you bring him probably below like half health now, that's what I realized I need to allow you to see his health. That should be it, popping up. No? Right? No? Okay. There's a way that I can make you allow to see his HP, but whatever. If you get him below half health, then he will be unconscious now that he's grappled. I'll give you that, and you can not, of course, non-lethally end the fight. Okay. With that information,
I don't think I can do anything else. I'm just gonna like call over to just calling to the folks around. Someone give me a hand with this man.
okay. That's your turn. It is now Gruntilda's turn.
Gruntilda is a bit disappointed that that the fight did not go on. So she's like, man. But yeah, I guess I'll give you a help. I don't know if I can. I'm this guy's even as a halfling, he's like almost half my size, or half as tall as, or whatever. He's twice my size almost.
Okay. Then just if you want to, you can like attack him. You can do whatever you wish to.
Well, I guess, Like, what exactly do you want to do with him? I mean, I would just leave him there if I was you.
If you ungrapple him, he's just gonna go and try to. If you're gonna let him move, he's just gonna try and go after people again.
Oh, that's true.
Give him a good whack on the head or something.
I. Sure. Okay. I'll whack him on the head.
With what?
Banjo.
El
On the head
Kabong.
with my banjo.
I'll let you do that. Give me a roll of your dagger, and I'll just use that as your whacking with your banjo.
Yeah. So do I just click dagger?
Click the dagger, yeah. When it's under your attacks, is probably asking. Yeah, you whack him over the head with your banjo. He definitely is quite out of it. So after you whacked him in the head with your banjo, but he's still like conscious. He's just a bit now woozy and is like, ah. Yeah, he loses some HP. Okay, you can use Bardic Inspiration again if you wish, or you could just end your turn.
I'll just end my turn for now.
Okay, that's fair. Theobald, it is your turn. You see Piccolo is now grappled onto the floor, and you also have seen Gruntilda whack Piccolo over the head with her banjo.
So, seeing now that the little dude pinned down to the ground here is very much out of it, I'm gonna take this opportunity to... Can I just, like, basically disarm him? Like, he took out a mace. Can I go take the mace, like, pick it up off the ground or something?
You can... He's, like, holding onto the mace still while he's grappled, but he's, like... He's not... His arms are, like, bound and, like, held in a way that he can't actually, like, move them, but he's still holding onto the mace.
Okay. What would I need to roll to take it away?
Give me... I'll do an opposed athletics check, and I'll give Piccolo disadvantage.
Alrighty. I don't know what that is. 16.
Okay, let's roll my d20 plus 2, and I'll do that twice. An 11, yep, you take the mace from his hands. It's like, give that back!
I'm gonna... Now that I've got the mace, I'm gonna go over to the person who I heard shout earlier, who very clearly is military, and just kind of pass it off to them.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it in my offhand.
Fair enough, you have the mace now.
Thank you.
If you want,
And
you
I-
can even...
Good work.
I
Nod,
can-
look back at the situation.
You know, honestly, because you've been given the mace, I'll give you the mace in your inventory if you want to use it.
Sweet.
No, it's not that one. It's the here. Yep, items mace. There you go. You know, wait, no, I didn't actually bring it in. Come on. Why are you like this, Roll20? I'm actually gonna scream. It should work because it should be accepting it from your whatever. Okay, you have to. If you have the mace, you can use it if you wish. Then I will roll it for you. Okay, is that your turn, Theobald?
Can't think of anything else I'd want to do, so I'm gonna go with a yes.
Okay. In that case, it is Sherlock's go again.
Okay, so you say he has some sort of magical effect on him.
Yes.
Would that give me any sort of sense of urgency whatsoever in a world with magic? If all I know is there is a magical effect on him.
What you theorize is that it is some kind of minor level curse. It could have just been something like maybe like you don't know for sure. It could have been like he ate something that was cursed. It could have been something random sent out from like but maybe like a novice like wizard did a spell or something. You don't really know.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna kind of walk over.
Hello. You requested help?
Yeah, but he did. Okay, good.
And then I'm gonna just booming blade, I guess, and get sneak attack.
Yeah.
It didn't hit though.
It does not hit. You missed the
Oh
restraint.
wait, don't you get an advantage against grappled things?
Yeah,
Is that right?
You do. So roll again.
I'll just roll the
so give
booming
this
blade
the
again.
attacking. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, with the booming blade strike, you hit him and he falls unconscious.
I'm gonna walk away now into the crowd.
Okay, and that'll end the fight. Piccolo has been put unconscious.
Like death saves unconscious or knocked out unconscious?
Knocked out unconscious. He's not near death at
Okay.
all.
Good.
However, as the fight ends and as Sherlock goes to walk away, you see someone descend from the stairs. Hold on, we also just end. How do I end initiative again? Can't do that. There's a way that. Okay, I think that just gets rid of it there. Yeah, okay. Initiative is over. And let me just move this guy and hope this time it allows me to do it. Come on, work. There we go. You see a elven man in expensive red and black clothing descend, his hair immaculately styled, his poise noble and refined, and you suspect that from what you know, this is the Marquis Prosper, the owner of the castle, the host of the party, and a very important person indeed. And he will walk down the stairs and he will go over to Sherlock. Hello there.
So how tall is this guy?
He's about kind of, I'd say, like average, like elven height. So he's about 6 foot or so, a bit above that. So like 6'2", 6'3" maybe. He's a bit
how tall am I?
Depends on the mortal body you had. I'm assuming you went human, so you're probably around. You're shorter than him, but you're like
Same
probably around,
height-ish.
yeah, just a bit shorter than him. It's like the 6'5'11". I mean.
I have no judgments against this person. I turn around. What's he say?
Hello there. I noticed you got into a bit of a scramble there, to say the least, with Piccolo. As he says that, he motions to the guards, and the guards take Piccolo out of the party. They assuming
Yes.
escorting him to his residence.
Oh, some information on that half. He was affected by some sort of magic, but I don't think much of it.
Magic?
But I thought I'd let you know.
I see. That's most unfortunate.
Is he masked?
He is masked, yes. Let me find where his mask is. Oh yeah, he is. In fact, he has 3 masks that he kind of has on a stick, and he holds them up potentially. But he doesn't have any of them currently. He has a mask which is depicting 3 different expressions: one depicting horror, one depicting joy, and one depicting sadness. But he takes his mask. He raises his mask above his head and just like moves away from his face while he's talking to you.
Can I do that as well, or is that like shamed upon?
He is allowed to do that as he is the owner of the party.
Hey, well, I wouldn't know. I raise mine up.
He's kind of like
very like slowly, just skeleton face.
Oh, what a spellborn. How are you doing? There are not many of you around these areas, and it is most honorable to meet you.
Hello.
As you know, I am the Marquis Prospero. It is good to meet you.
Oh, you are the one and only. Can I get an access to upstairs? I've been told I need your permission.
Of course, that would be fine. I just ask, is there any reason, apart from this magic you mentioned, very strange, but this magic you mentioned, besides that, is there any reason you could think of why Piccolo decided to attack you? He is unfortunately known to be a bit of a... He's known to be a bit aggressive and such, but...
I called him short.
That makes sense. He nods understandingly. That definitely makes sense. He doesn't like question you anymore. After you hear that, it completely is made up in his mind.
Okay.
I see you some kind of detective, yes?
I am Sherlock Bones, an ace detective.
Ace detective, that is Definitely above your average detective.
Speaking of, can I inside check this guy?
You can, yes.
Lovely, wonderful. Word there.
You don't you don't notice anything like strange about him at the moment. He's just he seems genuinely worried about you, but after you tell him like that you're fine and everything, he just nods off and seems a bit happy. Well, it's good that we had that all sorted. Now we can have you. You're here for a reason. You deserve to be here. You deserve to party and relax. And I will make sure that you are able to do that to the best of your ability. And he will now put his mask over his face again, and he will head back upstairs.
Can I
follow him upstairs?
Yes. Let me first off reveal the upstairs area so you can see it. Although I have to be a bit more specific because there are rooms here that I have to specifically hide and stuff. So that, and that are all reveals now. And Marquis, however, he heads straight into hold on. He kind of goes over to this chair here. Let me just move him over. Oh, I'm on the wrong leg. I'm not selecting anything. And he just talks to some guests here. What do you wish to do anything with that?
I would like to go in the opposite direction and take a little nosy look. Do any of these doors seem unbusied?
The one on the right, you can hear a lot of sounds come from and such, but the one in the middle is a bit more quiet and such. You suspect there's still people in there, but not as many.
Well, then I'll try.
Before that, though,
go in the one on the right.
Cool. Before that, I want to go and catch up with everyone else. If that's all right.
Cool.
Okay. Everyone else after the party, you see Sherlock. You saw Sherlock talk to the Marquis. You saw everything else happen with Piccolo being taken away. What do you wish to do now?
I wish to find the drinks table. I worked up a bit of a sweat during that.
Actually, before you go to look for drinks, the man, what do you call him? The Arakokra bird person says, "Oh, I know of you. You are Jürgen, yes."
Aye, that's me. How can I help you?
I've heard you're a bit of the fan of the alcoholic. Well, not an alcoholic, of course. I don't mean any offense by that, but I hear that.
No offense taken. That's it's no secret.
There's a very if you're here there for drinking, there is a very special drinking game happening. If you go up the stairs and to the right, in fact, actually, hold on. He will give you a set of documents. This will allow you to get up there. Don't worry. He winks at you. You don't know if these documents are legitimate or forged, but you can use them to get up there.
Much obliged. I'll be sure to win a few games in your name.
Of course. And as you do that, he goes back, and he actually goes back to charming a snake. He is a snake charmer. Don't ask how he plays the snake charmer flute with a beak. He is that cool.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Do you wish to head
The
up?
flute has a big rubber piece that wraps over the whole beak. It's like blowing up a balloon.
You can move over to it would be in the top right room for where the drinking game is, where Sherlock is right now, in fact. Or outside.
Alright. I'll start heading that direction.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything else they want to do? Or do they want to follow Jürgen? Because Ariak kind of knows you all looking at Jürgen move up, and he winks at you, and he brings out 3 more papers that he could allow you to get up there if you wish to follow Jürgen.
I would probably be more interested about the actual snake. I wouldn't have even noticed the papers.
I see.
I'm gonna scooch on over and take out one of my various zoology books and see if I can identify the snake.
Sure, give me a nature check.
Would I be able to yoink advantage since I'm referencing a book on this?
Yes.
Nice. Snake time.
It is a cobra.
Ooh.
Additionally, as you got a very high roll, you know that cobras are often the most common snakes that are used for snake charming. And you even look you can see the snake is healthy and has not Ariak clearly takes care of his snake.
That's good. That's good. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
That brings a smile to the face under the mask.
He plays for a bit more. He stops. Another snake appreciator. I love these little danger noodles.
Yes, they are quite fun to observe in the wild, especially. The way they hunt is quite interesting.
Oh, I didn't know much about the hunting. This little buddy did protect me though from a bad case of some unfortunate bandits. You never would expect a snake to be such a noble person, but I guess this one's a bit special. And he, very lightly with a hand, pats it on the snake on his head, and the snake is content.
That's absolutely wonderful to hear. Now, have you two been associates for a while then, I assume?
Yes, we are. We've travelled across many a place, and we definitely are familiar with each other. He's a very nice boy. His name is Jerry. I had to come with something on the fly.
I have a cousin named Jerry. How wonderful.
Really?
Nobody kind of just takes a moment to just continue appreciating the relationship between the two of them. Probably throws a couple questions around what part is this snake from, because there's multiple species of cobra and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
just dumb sciencey questions.
Yeah, he answers those your friend there, seems to be heading up to the drinking game. If you wanna, that's fine if you want to. I might even join you later on if I really want to, but I am hired here to be, entertainment, so it's a bit unlikely, but I'd love to.
Of course. Please don't let me distract you any longer, then I'll take my leave.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that I'm handed a paper as I walk off.
Yeah, he hands you the paper.
Yeah, so I would take that and follow upstairs.
Cool. You also head to the northwestern room. Very cool. Does Gruntilda and Vanessa also follow this? So they get the paper from Ariak and head up.
Yeah, I think that Gruntilda hears something about drinking games and is very intrigued by the idea of it, and thinks that that's where the real party is going to be. So she would like to descend or ascend the stairs as well. So
okay. Ariak gives you whenever you hear he hears your enthusiasm about a drink game, he laughs a bit and then he hands you the paper. Okay. Vanessa?
Let's see. So this drow at the table that I was sitting at earlier, did they tell me they were a fortune teller? Do I know this?
You could see they had tarot card on their desk they had set up.
Oh. I'd like to get a drink and sit next to them for just a few minutes. I guess this would be happening while
they're doing that. Yeah.
The snake conversation was happening.
Okay. Hello there. Okay. Important. Do you drink this?
No, I'm not drinking, but I have it.
Okay, you have it in your hand.
I have a drink, but I'm not drinking it.
Okay. There. Yep. She smiles at you. Is like, well, let me get some music. I just realized I've been playing nothing in the background while we were doing this. What was that? Oh, Cozy Library. That sounds like a good one that would work for this.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what do you say to the fortune teller lady?
I'd probably just have a small chat and then ask, if she could read me a fortune, a real quick one.
Okay. And I'm actually going to be using a website for this, so I will bring it on the stream, and I will also allow you all to see it. So, okay. Let's see. I have to get this on. Not turn on camera. Where is there? Share my screen. Share this. Go live and that, and I also have to bring it up on this. Come on, where is it? There it is. Okay. You can see it. Give me 6 cards. Which ones do you want to go? Just from left to right?
The farthest left. The farthest right. 4 from the left.
Down to this one?
The next one up.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll do 6 from the right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one?
Okay, yeah. And then that one in the middle.
This one?
Uh-huh.
And you get one more.
Oh, the one to the left of it. Right next to it.
Okay. Reading. The sun, you're very happy and joyful. If you don't assure that you're going to enter a period of success and fulfillment, this is a time of pleasure, vitality, and good health. Travel and holidays to be enjoyed. Good news around children with the conception of birth or the birth of a longed-for baby. The sun heralds an ending to difficulties and a time to celebrate with friends and loved ones. What do you want most right now? The Hanged Man. The card suggests that what you want most at this time is to have everything. Why should you give something or someone up? Perhaps you feel a victim and that events are not going as planned. Trust that this is a passage from one phase of your life to another. If you're not sure what to do or who you need to give up, trust that things will revolve themselves over time, and whatever outcome will ultimately be to your benefit. Your fears. The Hermit. You're worried about being on your own and afraid of loneliness. You simply don't know what to do. Take the time to relax and eventually you will have the answers. Signals a warning not to make hasty decisions, so try not to get too stressed. And if you've been unwell, this is a time for rest and recuperation. What is going for you? The Star. A wish come true. This is a time of good luck and fortune, perhaps after a period of struggle and heartache. Good health, possibly times after an illness, and good fortune will give you a new zest for life. If considering a new love affair, new employment, a career change, or wish to travel, then go for it. And you may also get an unexpected gift. What is going against you? The High Priestess. Insecurity. Veil that taunts us all. Only if we listen to that doubt Thomas we all have in our heads. Ignore it. What do your instincts tell you? Perhaps you don't like what they say. Well, you can always go against your intuition, but we all know what that leads, don't we? Like the outcome with lovers. Love is coming into your life, even if you don't really see from where at this time. If you're on your own, a new love will soon into your life. If you're in an unhappy relationship, you have a choice to make. Go with your heart or take the risk. Greater happiness is ahead of you. That is your fortune. That is the wrong thing. Hold on. There it is.
I'm gonna thank the fortune teller, give them a gold piece,
Okay.
and go follow the rest of the party upstairs.
Cool. You get your paper from Ariak, and as such, I'm assuming all 5 of you enter into this room here. And let me just.
Before that,
Yep. Go ahead.
you kind of see that Sherlock Bones has his head pressed up against the door, or his skull. No ears, but he's listening in somehow.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like trying to listen in.
Are you
and
still
here it
like
comes.
listening when everyone else approaches and such?
When they approach, I'm gonna say something, but
Okay, then you all
They're
just
not
head
here
towards. You all just head towards Sherlock then and see Sherlock standing head against the door.
Aye.
Now, I, as an ace detective, see something suspect about this room. I have been hearing people knockering about, saying a lot of things, and then even some people saying, drink, drink, drink. I am of the opinion that this is a vampiric blood ritual, and we may have to escape at this very moment.
I'd like to give you an alternative take on that, with a bit
more information that you may not have been privy to previously.
Do you think I, as the ace detective, would not be privy to all information at all times? I take that as an insult.
Vanessa rolls her eyes.
I think you should take it as a hint. There's a drinking game going on there, and I intend to win it.
Yeah,
You had
big
some-
bones. Come on.
Okay, do you decide to enter?
It just kind of looks somewhat ashamed and walks away.
Looks in. I will reveal the room then. You see these folks sitting around, and they seem to be the ones who are playing the game.
I'm gonna stand in the corner, dejected, looking at the wall.
Dejective detective.
Okay, then yeah, so you also enter the room as well?
Yeah. Are there any open seats?
There in fact are 6.
And
So just
I'm
take
going
them,
to.
if you wish to, you can press Alt and left click and you can drag them to be off the grid. So you can like
Oh,
have
perfect.
a bit of a
I'm
better
gonna-
closer one.
I'll take my seat right here.
Okay, anyone else want to join in the game?
Yeah, I'll grab a seat right here.
Okay. I'll also just go over who all you see in here. So, first off, you see is hold on. To get this up. You see close to you, Gruntilda, is a half-elf who looks to be some kind of familiar with magic. She has black hair, wears white, pink, and blue robes. I wonder what that signifies. And she doesn't seem to be. She seems to be at the desk and is playing, but does not seem to be really too into it in a sense.
Okay.
Next up, you see a Loxodon man who seems to be a noble from far away. Hold on, where is this? Okay, yeah. He is very. Looks very wise, and you can sense he is tapping his fingers along the desk repeatedly. You don't know if this is him drinking a lot or if this is him just a habit he has. Also notice a very expensive-looking ring on his hand. Next after that, you see a dark-skinned Lamia woman who is has her teal coiled around the stool as well, as you know, these chairs are not particularly made for the Lamia kind. Which one? Her wine has been for the drink game is completely not being touched at all. After that, there is a Triton warrior who, for better or for worse, is incredibly drunk from what you can tell. She has a deep blush on her face. She's kind of even struggling to hold her balance, but you can tell that from her armor and her weapon on her side, at her back, her great large runic sword, that she is extremely a powerful warrior. After that, there is you come across a man, a dwarven man. He's also very drunk. His goblet is empty, and he's muttering to himself that it's just a bit different. But that's all you can really say hear from him. And finally, there is a silver dragonborn that is directly beside you, Gruntilda. He's kind of like sipping the wine whenever it's his turn to play, and he's kind of like he's not drunk, but like he's kind of just bored in a way. That's really all you can kind of tell from his face. Okay. However, whenever you sit down, the half-elf wizard woman looks to you, and she kind of just shakes her head at you, and she kind of like she kind of also then looks at the wine, and then looks back at you, and then looks back at the wine.
As Jurgen slides into his chair, he's gonna have like a nice like big smile on his face and say, "So, what are we playing today? And what are the stakes?"
the Trident warrior, the Emerald, says, barges in, slamming her fist on the table, that we're playing the King's Cup. And boy, am I ready to drink. Alright, so this is a version of King's Cup. You're pretty much going to be playing to, I'd say, gain the favor of some of the attendants here.
Hmm.
Okay. To do this, I will be getting you to roll a d14 just to see what happens first. So we will be starting off with I suppose with we'll start off with Jurgen because he's first. So give me a d14 roll, and this will represent what card you pick up from the deck. You get a 7. Everyone will raise their hands. So just give me like a. I know we don't really do rolls for this because like this will take way too long otherwise. I'm not gonna lie. The last one to raise their hand is Emlyn, but she kind of does it on purpose at this point. She's been playing for a while and she just wants to drink more. So she loses and she takes a shot from her glass.
For the record, every time someone else gets to drink but Jurgen doesn't, he's gonna look disappointed.
Okay. Next up will be Emlyn then. Is a 3, which means the player takes a drink. So Emlyn takes another drink. However, being opposite on the end side of it, Gruntilda, give me a perception check.
Perception check? Okay.
Yeah. You notice that not Gruntilda, that Emlyn is looking incredibly tired. Not drunken tired, but tired. Like she could fall asleep at any moment.
She could fall asleep at any moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can I actually move seats? Can I like slink my way over between Pulpo and Emlyn?
You can, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move myself.
Like you haven't had your turn yet, so like they're not gonna stop you from it just so you can get an extra card roll. Okay, roll me a d14. Do /r space d14 on in the chat. Okay, that is a 3. You take a drink.
Wow, well, I did come here to drink, so.
Alright.
Around this point.
Hmm?
Around this point, I just sit down at the table.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, now you've done that, give me... hold on. Yeah, you take the drink, and it is very sweet, like almost sickeningly sweet.
Yeah. I like kind of like, you know that thing where like you kind of like rub your tongue against the top of your mouth because you're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty.
And I turn to Emlyn and I'm like, is this what you've been drinking this entire night?
She gives
is
you
this
a
what everybody's...
giant grin and she nods.
That makes me nervous. I kind of look at her for a moment, you know, and I'm like, it's like you look like you're about to just fall right out of your chair.
Yeah, and that's the part of the joy of the game. And she's like swaying as she says that. The Dragonborn Alto says, if you wish to leave, you may. He is not one of the heavy drinkers. He is absolutely fine with you wanting to leave if you want to.
Is it possible that I can, like, is she holding her drink or is it on the table?
She is gripping her drink, like, almost to the point of probably nearly breaking the glass.
Okay, all right. I just kind of like I look at the drink like I want to take it, but obviously I'm not gonna get it out of her freaking iron grip that she's got.
Yeah.
On it.
You
Okay.
notice that it even begins to crack like the handle, and you're like, maybe I shouldn't touch this. I don't want to cut my hand open.
Yeah, it's like all right. I mean, if you think you're doing all right, I'm just gonna leave you to it.
Okay, and she smiles, and then yeah. Okay. Next up, it'll be Popo's turn then. The as we mentioned, is also quite drunk. He gets a 7. Last person to raise their hand takes a drink. I'll just do random this time. Actually, makes percentage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. R/D9. 8. That will be that'll be Popo. Popo takes a drink, and he is quite happy to do so. And he says, like, however, he knows that he starts mumbling again, and this time he's mumbling. Well, let me see where I have to find it specifically, because you know sometimes you have specific things that need to be said.
Specific mumbles.
Yeah, so like, where are you, Barba? Where are you? And he's you overhear this, Sherlock, as well as Gruntilda. You two are right next to him, and you get that maybe this person, he's missing someone. You don't know if they're lost, if it was like a breakup, but he misses this person called Barba.
Can I insight?
You can. Okay.
Not 20.
With your detective knowledge, you've actually heard of this case. A dwarven woman named Barba Torabek has gone missing in the past couple weeks. And as you suspect from the very similar look, this is Popo's sister.
Okay.
Aim is afoot.
Mm-hmm. He's however, once you notice that he's kind of looking at him, it's like that damn Marquis, just what is he doing? That's he's half coherent, half not, but you can tell he is very angry about something about the Marquis.
Is this rage in any way similar to the rage of the man who tried to attack me for no reason?
It is, in fact,
Well,
yes.
Okay, can I Arcana the drink?
You hold on, let me check that there is which one it is. Scroll up because it's a different place. Give me a medicine check for the drink.
Oh, medicine. Okay. Oh. That's a 4?
That is a not 0, but not 1. Wait, what? You got a 0? No, that's a
That's
modifier.
my modifier.
Yeah,
I got a 4.
Yeah, you got a 4. There is nothing that you can notice is out of the ordinary. Maybe they added some kind of like preservative or to something which might be adding to the sweet taste, but you haven't drank anything yet yourself.
Can I drink? It would just fall through me.
You could.
We're gonna
yes.
find out.
No. I will say Spellborn do drink and eat, so in this case it would just magically like infuse into you and stuff. So you could drink if you wish to, but
And you're sure there's nothing magical about the drink I can Arcana check?
it is not magical.
Then I don't know what's causing it.
Okay. Okay. Next, it is your
I'm
turn.
gonna move away from.
Oh, do you not want to take part?
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from the table. I was
That's
just doing
fine.
my detective work.
That's fair. Aya sees you, and honestly, like you can almost see like a half smile appear on Aya's face.
Back to the corner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then it'll be Alto's turn. Alto will do the roll, and he will get a 8. What does an 8 do? The player chooses a person to be their mate, and their mate drinks whenever they drink for the rest of the game. So they'll select someone random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that whenever Popo now, not Popo, no, whenever Alto now drinks, someone else will drink as well. It'll be Sufia. who is the elephant man, who, whenever that happens, has a look of disgust on his face. Next up is Aya's turn, who, no, that's the wrong roll. It's not a D7. I want it as a D14. It's a 3. She takes a drink, and however, give me both Jurgen and Gruntilda. Give me a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Okay. You two notice something. Aya is not drinking it. She pretends to drink, but she's somehow magically getting pretty much putting the wine back into it, like whenever, like some kind of like portal or something. But it just goes back into the wine glass. But no one else has noticed it.
We're all drinking the same thing at the table. Like everybody's got the same.
From what you can tell, it is the exact same wine, and you can especially tell because in the middle there is a huge pitcher full of the wine.
Okay.
Okay, Sophia will then take his his roll on the die. A 10. The player will he will come up with a category, and you must list it. And if you don't, then you fail. So he will go and say magical spells. I will do a roll of Arcana for Gugula, which will be a D20 plus 4 for her. She is able to name one. Jurgen, you just give me an Arcana roll.
Arcana roll? Okay.
Yep.
Not my best thing. Oh, okay.
Okay. You feel you somehow in your moment do not remember what a spell, what spell you could name. So you will drink.
I'm going to just say that it's him purposefully failing so he can finally take a drink.
That's fair. That's
Getting
completely
thirsty over here.
You take the drink. It is very sweet.
Can I attempt to identify what the drink is?
It is a red wine, from what you can tell. It seems to be something, from what you can tell, like if you wish to ask, like where you kind of gain interest in that, Alter speaks of it. It is a special formula that the Marquis has sponsored to be exclusively at this kind of party.
Interesting.
Told you, blood.
Not that exactly my preferred choice, but it'll work for a game like this.
Okay. And also, by the way, if any questions, say you can at any point you can ask questions to any of the table members, any of the players. So just do that at the end of your turn. Okay. It is now Gugula's turn to roll. A 14, a king. Person who drew the card puts some of their drink into the center cup. Okay, some of her drink goes into a center cup, which has been marked with a crown. Whenever the rule of this is whenever the fourth king has been drawn, the person must drink all of that in one go.
Ooh, gross.
Okay, next it'll be Jurgen's turn, so give me a D14 roll.
D14, alright.
A 12. All the women have to take a drink at the table. So that will be Aya, Gugula, Emlahin, and Gruntilda.
Before I take a drink, is it safe to say that I could be very suspicious of this
If you
wine?
want to, you can make a medicine check right now, and I'll
Okay.
I'll allow you to confirm anything about it if it's good. You notice something. There is a distinct smell that you've somehow smelled before from your past of being on the streets. This wine is poisoned.
So I definitely know that this wine is poisoned.
Yes, it is you don't know what the poison is, but it is definitely poisoned. From the smell, you kind of give it don't inhale it too much, of course, but you give it a smell, and it seems to be some kind of sleeping agent.
Ooh. Okay. I don't want to make a scene quite yet. I pretend to take a sip from the glass,
Okay.
but do not actually swallow.
Give me a sleight of hand check, and I will make a group kind of insight check onto perception check of what you've done. And if
Okay.
Should I also roll for that?
you can if you wish. You can also roll for the. No, you don't have to drink. You don't actually have to drink because it's only the woman because of the.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like suspicious at this point because Aya isn't drinking.
Oh,
We already noticed that, so I'm.
the medicine check. Then go for it.
Oh, yeah, I can make a medicine check, but mostly just I was trying to see if there was anyone else who was not drinking.
Ah, I see. Okay, you could do a perception check for that as well if you wish.
Okay.
Perception.
Meet the bit.
You pretty much know that A is the only one that hasn't been drinking. Sufil has not drunk, but that's literally just because he has not been chosen yet. He suspects that he is apart from you two. Yeah, he is probably the newest player to the table. Okay, let me roll this d20.
I have a question. Is there any way I can get in there and sleight of hand someone's drink out for my potion of enlarge, or put that in someone's drink?
You can do that, yes.
Can I try and slip potion of enlarge into Jorgen's drink?
Go for it. Also, they do not notice. What was it that you wanted to do with your? Oh yeah, you didn't want to protect. You want to pretend to. Yeah. People don't notice. Aya does, but she doesn't care because she's doing the exact same thing.
So is that sleight of hand?
Yes. Give me a sleight of hand. Do you want to put it into Jurgen's? Yes.
Yeah.
Jurgen, give me an opposed perception then, if you wish to, or you can just choose to let it happen.
I'll do a post perception.
Okay.
It is.
I'm trying to have a good, honest game here.
It's gonna send. Yeah, it's gonna send 3 rolls in. I clicked
First one. Okay, just
12.
It's matches, yeah. It's a match
Yeah.
your beats. Okay, then I'll say in this case that that Jurgen does know this.
Does or does not?
Yeah, Jurgen does know
Does.
this.
Okay. Jurgen's going to they're gonna see the potion being slipped in and just actually can I just grab on to Sherlock's wrist?
Of course.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm giving you some of the good stuff.
I'm drinking the good stuff. You're slipping in here. I don't even know. Could be trying to
Never heard of
poison me.
a mix? No.
Oh.
What a good defense. Okay, at this point, Gugula puts her hand. Seeing this happen, puts her hand and with a very stern stare moves Sherlock back. You still have your potion of enlargement, of course, to use whenever you wish, but you did not. You were not able to slip it into Jurgen's drink.
Yowza.
Okay, whose go was it last?
Yowza.
Okay, at this point, hold on, let me check some things first. At this point, Emlyn falls asleep. She is completely out of it. She said she had the drink for the last one as well. Yeah, she pretty much was one drink away from falling unconscious. But yeah, so that is one person that you don't have as much information as. Whenever 2 more people fall asleep on this, then the game will end essentially. And remember, after each of your turn, you can try and talk to any of the members.
Actually, before the end of my round, I guess, for doing it that way, I'd like to pose a question to Alto.
Go for it.
You seem quite knowledgeable about this drink and our fair host as well. Tell me, how how has the good Marquis been recently? It sounds like there was a bit of an issue earlier.
Oh, yes, there was. It was most unfortunate. However, I can say for one thing for certain about the Marquis, I've never seen him leave this castle here. He's a very secretive man. It honestly makes me surprised that he's doing something like this.
Secretive men don't often invite people into their home.
True, yes, especially with the castle. But I live right outside the city square where the bridge was. I live pretty much right there. I've never seen him walk around, and I can guarantee you anyone else who lives in the area would second my statement there.
No, good to know.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That's fair. Who went last? I already forgot. Oh, it was you. Yeah, it was you because you did the 12. Okay. In that case, Annalind is unconscious now. So, Gruntilda, give me a D14 roll. That is an 11, which is the opposite of that. So, the previous one. So that is all of the men at the table drank. This seems to be Sufi's first time he's going to be drinking. And as you also notice as that happens, Pulpo, he seems completely out of it, and you kind of guess that if he drinks one more time, he will probably fall unconscious.
How strong is his grip on his drink? Is it possible?
You could get it out of his hand easily enough, yeah. He's like, compared to what Emlyn had, his is like very loose and it's pretty much resting on the table. He might like weakly fight back at you, but he's not gonna like try and stop you, I think.
Okay, so before he can take a drink, I would like to kind of slide his drink over near me so that he doesn't drink again.
What are you doing? He's like slightly upset, but he's like kind of like after that he kind of goes into a depressive fit, like not fit, like a depressive. So I was like, "Where are you, Barbara? I miss you."
And I kind of like, as a way to, how do I put this? So can I ask him about Barba?
You can, yes.
Like, I'm just, like, really curious. Like, you just keep saying Barba, and it just...
What do you want to ask about them?
Ask him, I guess just, like, what did Barba, what did Barba do?
Barba, I don't know what you mean. She was just a ordinary lass, I suppose. She went missing nearly a month ago at this point. All I know is...
A month ago?
She was employed here, in fact. She was employed at the castle. She was one of the cooks.
And she'd been missing for a whole month?
She's been missing for a whole month. Even the Marquis, he put out a search party. He like finger quotes it. He's like, he could have put in much more effort than that. Much more effort. Lazy sow.
Oh.
Inner monologue?
Well, so could I.
Can I ask him, like, you know, like, why do you think, or like, what do you think that the Marquis could have done?
Oh, I don't know, maybe like make the search party go on for like more than a week. It could still be going on right now.
And
We
instead
need our
he's
time
throwing
off.
a party. instead he's out here throwing a party.
He's throwing a party. I came here half just to find out something about this old business, but I've been found nothing. I wasn't even allowed to go down into the basement where the cooks go, where the kitchen is.
Can I perception check?
For
See if
what?
I hear that.
For
the
hearing
kitchen.
that. Yes.
The basement thing. Cool.
You do, yes. Also, to be fair, it was going to be very hard for you not to hear it. He's kind of loud and drunk.
Okay, well, I guess I leave at this point.
Okay. Does anyone want to notice or want to follow Sherlock?
I would like to have probably ducked out of this a while ago.
Okay, then you can just head outside if you wish.
And I would have headed this direction.
Where is that? Towards like the middle room?
Towards the left. Where there's do I hear people talking over there?
You hear not people talking, but you hear the sound of a kind of soft magic coming from the room.
Soft magic.
Yes.
Oh, I want to cast detect magic. Yeah.
Okay. You cast detect magic, then what you what you can tell is the magic is not harmful in any way. What is likely happening there is from what you can hear from it is a tattooing procedure going on.
Oh, okay.
As when
I would
I
probably
said soft, it was like kind of more leaning towards like not combative and very weak, just simple tattooing.
I would probably mosey on past that. Seems uninteresting to me.
Okay. Where do you wish to go from then?
And just keep going forward until something happens.
If you wish to head up to this door, Marquis, also Mushkeeper Sparrow at this point is not here. He has moved elsewhere and is probably down on the main floor talking to guests there.
Okay. He gone.
Yeah, at this point, you move towards this door here, and it is a weakly locked. There's like a lock, but you could like, it's a lock that's like so kind of weak that you could probably literally just shoulder barge into it and bust it open.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, hold on, let me get to that part. Give me a strength check.
That's a saving throw.
Yeah, strength saving throw. Yeah, you shoulder barge into it, and the door busts open. Some guests around the area look at you kind of disapprovingly, or like what the noise was, but they don't stop you.
Cool.
Okay, and you enter, and what this room is, you can see whenever I find the tool that I wish to. This room is a bedroom. No, it didn't actually do the thing I wanted to do because I didn't have the tool selected.
Oh no.
Is the bedroom. Okay. You suspect that this is from the incredibly lush area, the very expensive looking bed, that this is the Marquis' bedroom.
I just want to scan it quickly and see if there's anything neat in there.
Okay.
Important.
Like a perception check or investigation check? Which do you?
I probably would be a perception check because I'm just doing it quickly.
Okay. You notice only one thing seems out of the normal. You can see something behind the desk here.
Something.
It is, the desk is kind of covering it, but there's some kind of gap behind the desk.
Oh, I'm gonna go look at it closer.
Okay, give me an investigation check, and since you spotted it before, I will give you advantage. You look around the desk, and you can see that it is a door built into it, a stone door matching the rest of the wall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the desk back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave the
Also,
room and shut the door.
Since you spot it, I will also just reveal it so you can see. Well, I'll reveal the area just beneath immediately there, so you see that. Just what you can see if you look down the door, would just be this area, a small corridor-looking place.
Okay, I'm gonna leave, shut the door, make sure it looks close to as it did as I entered when I leave.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
I'm gonna go. If I go back towards where the drinking game is Sherlock the first person I'm going to see?
I imagine so. The first person you like recognize that
believe
isn't that isn't just like in conversation. Yes.
Cool.
He's
I'm gonna
just stroking his chin.
tell Sherlock what I found. Like, detective.
Yes.
I found something you may find interesting.
I probably already know. But do tell. Pray tell.
I found a hidden door.
Hidden door.
Yes.
Just as I suspected. It probably leads to the chef's room. Let's go.
Perhaps so. Wait, no, wait. Come back. I didn't tell you where the door was. Just told you there was one.
It is insulting that you think I could not find this door myself.
No, come here, listen. I need you to go tell the rest of the people we came in with. You know, the tough ones, the ones that helped with that guy that was fighting you. Go tell them
No
about this.
recollection.
Go tell them
I'm
about
pretty
this. You
sure
can
I took
even
that guy on
tell
myself.
them that you found it.
Zoom.
Okay. King's Games has been happening and such, but Sherlock comes into the room.
I
And of course, I
suppose
tell him it's in the Marquise's room.
Yeah.
I go over to someone not at the table. So,
Tables.
Theobald?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it is.
That's me.
I found a door. A hidden door. In the Marquis' room.
Why were we in the Marquis' room?
I wasn't. I found it with my...
the lie is broken.
The door is in the room, which is where you found it, but you weren't in the room when you found it.
I'm gonna need a second to think about this one.
John, people called you at your game. Sherlock rocking his brain.
I'm just imagining like
Uh,
just Sherlock staring out into the distance and he hears a dial tone inside the skull.
I found it with my third eye.
Oh, I see.
You may
Like,
not
he
know this,
totally
but
takes
I
that
am
face value. Like, he's
I
buying
am
it.
a warlock, and I have spells. That's pretty obvious, right? I'm a spellborn now. Now let's go. I found it. Do you know anyone else who was like helping out? I won't lie. I'm pretty sure I did all the work. I saw you take his mess though.
I'm
Just
assuming
kinda
that like Jurgen noticed them come back in,
yeah,
right?
you notice Sherlock, and whenever he comes in,
So Jurgen is
happens.
just like kind of tracking Sherlock around the room, making sure he's not going to try and slip another potion into his drink.
Okay, but yeah, you also hear this happen, that Sherlock has supposedly found a room.
Oh yeah, I'm not quiet. I'm
Yeah.
I'm letting the whole room
yeah, I was
know.
about to ask if like Gruntilda can hear this conversation.
Gruntilda can, Pulpo's too
You heard
drunk,
me say
Alto,
everything, including how useless you all were.
Alto,
Except for me, I took the mace.
Sophia is too busy thinking about something. Alto hears but doesn't, and Google hears doesn't care. Aya hears this and is shocked, and she then approaches you. Paul.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You say you found a room, a door in the Marquis' room.
No, I
this
didn't
one
say
here
that. I
did.
said I
Kind of
found
motions to
a-
Sherlock.
I didn't say that. I said I found a door in this room, and then I
Then I point to the boar mask that Gruntilda is wearing.
Give me a deception check.
On the plus side, being a skeleton,
gonna
he has
come-
an amazing poker face.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, that's the
Yeah,
first
okay,
one.
3 was on that first one.
She sees through your shit immediately. Yes, sure. Anyway, if you're looking to find something about the Marquis, I am willing to help. She takes out a necklace that was kind of like stuck into like the top of her, into her top, and she takes it out. And you recognize it as the mark of the Orium.
This is the same one the priestess had?
Yes, the same one that Karak Sandal had.
Ah.
I am not a priestess, but I heard you were a warlock, so am I.
Oh,
Yes. Hello, fellow warlock.
fellow warlock.
Yes, I serve the Orium as a warlock. Some would call me a crusader. I call it a protector. However, I noticed that some of you have been drinking. She looks at Jurgen and Gruntilda, and she cast a spell on you that would have removed the effects of any the drink had, which basically would have been that after 30 minutes you would have just fallen asleep.
Mm.
Well,
Congrats, you are not tired.
yep, you're not tired or anything. Well, if you're looking for that, then I won't go with you, but I can guarantee that I will stand outside and make it look like nothing is happening while you all go in there. We, of course, need a watch after all, if we were to do this.
Perfect.
And she kind of like inserted
don't
herself
even own a
into this
watch.
plan. But yeah, if she kind of encourages you now all to go into that room. Into
I don't really need a watch. I already have my own. It's 2:30.
first.
Theobald checks his pocket watch.
Sure. See, actually, at this time, you hear a bell go. It is midnight. And as such, all the masks that you're wearing,
Okay, so my watch is broken.
you feel a magical presence kind of go around your mask, and then it kind
Wait,
of like goes off.
What about the fact that I'm not currently wearing mine and nobody told me to put it back on?
I'm going to have to DM over this and say that you were at some point.
Railroaded.
Sorry, this is the only time I will railroad you.
Understandable. We need plot.
However, the mask's magical effects have now taken into place, and you all have unique magical effects now. So the fox mask, Sherlock, you now have a +1 to stealth. However, you now have disadvantage on strength checks. And
Oh,
you can,
that makes. I'm glad I took that one then.
and you can also once a day immediately detect any lie.
Ooh.
This is so good for me.
Vanessa, as you took the wolf mask, you gain a +1 to animal handling. However, you now have a disadvantage on all intelligence checks.
Oh, okay.
Additionally, you can once a day you can give yourself or an ally a +5 to stealth for 1 hour. Jurgen, as you took the bear mask, you have a +1 to perception, but you have disadvantage on intelligence checks. And once a day, you can give yourself or an ally a +5 to intimidation for an hour. Theobald, as you took the squirrel mask, you gain a +1 to persuasion, but disadvantage on wisdom checks. Once a day, you can charm a creature or person to give you 1 piece of information. And finally, Gruntilda, as you will have the boar mask, you gain a +1 to intimidation, but disadvantage on charisma checks. And once a day, you can consume a poisoned food or drink to have no poison effect on you. I will copy paste these into the thing so that we can have them. You can just have them easily accessible. So this is the fox mask first, then the wolf.
I'm also just gonna set this one up in advance for myself.
Whimsical squirrel magic, baby.
Good point,
Bear.
actually. Was that like Was I expected to take the fox mask or something, or was that
No.
just pure luck?
That's
was
just a
pure
really
luck.
nice coincidence.
It was
Yeah, no
pure
kidding.
luck.
It also really, really nicely goes along with the whole detective thing. So that's
Hmm.
beautiful.
I'll also,
Beautiful.
just because we're here, I'll be able to tell you what the other ones did. Once I finish guessing these in, because they have some cool
I'm
stuff.
gonna be real sad if the owl mask would have been better for me.
The deer mask gives you +1 to insight, but disadvantage on constitution checks. Once a day, you can telepathically communicate with an animal, beast, or hybrid creature for 10 minutes. Nice. The lynx mask would have given you a +1 to history, but disadvantage on charisma checks. Once a day, you can give yourself or an ally +5 to persuasion for an hour. The hair mask would give you a +1 to arcana, but disadvantage on strength checks. Once a day, you can detect the presence and location of a spellcaster of any alignment. And finally, the oil mask gives you a +1 to investigation, but disadvantage on constitution checks. And once a day, you can immediately determine an enemy's weaknesses.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is what the other masks would have done. Yep, those masks are now permanently sealed on you for now, and you cannot take them off no matter how hard you try.
I'm gonna try.
We've been masked.
That's what the point of the mask is. Someone had to say it.
Oh no! Can't believe you did this. But yeah, after that happens, all of you, encourages you all to go into the Marquis room. And she will stand outside if you wish to do that. If you anyone wants to do anything else first, then you may, of course.
Let's make haste. Unless you're planning to do anything else, then go ahead with that. I don't really care.
Jurgen's going to put the his glass back on the table and walk out. Although once both he and I are outside, he is going to say, "So, any reason why you're trying to cheat back there?"
Cheat? I was not trying to cheat. I was hoping that someone like you would come along that would, I suppose, be up to deal with something like this. I'll be perfectly honest. We've been tailing the Marquis for a while. He's suspicious, to say the least, and we need to make sure that nothing bad is going on.
He seemed like a nice guy.
He seemed like a bit of a weirdo.
I never even got your name.
Mine? I am Aya Harisa. I am a...
Actually, now that I think about it, most of you. I just guessed for your bolts, actually.
My detective's prior.
Kind of tagging. I'm tagging along out of mostly curiosity at this
That's
point.
fair, but yeah, as you all go, I'm assuming you all go inside, and Vanessa shows you where the
No,
store is.
I don't. Nope, Sherlock is gonna do it.
Okay, she.
Can I
Because I
make an
told-
investigation check to see if I can spot it?
Yes, give me an investigation check to tell me if you can spot it.
Okay.
I'm really hoping this goes badly. Because it'd be so
Me too.
Okay, no, you can see it. You see the hole behind the desk, and
It is. It is over here. I don't know why I exclaimed, "Ah!" I already knew it was there. I just checked some stuff.
yeah. Okay. You wish to when you head into the corridor, you see some stairs leading down.
It's the basement. It's just as I suspected. The chefs will be down here preparing me a luscious dinner.
Yeah. If you wish, maybe. Who knows? Well, I need to just give me a sec. I need to get all the tokens brought into.
Yeah, which while they're looking into that, I probably would have stayed right outside the door until somebody like flagged me in, and just kind of
where
talked
are we?
with Aya.
Wait, where's my?
I want to be there too for that,
Yeah.
just to listen in.
Am I? Hold on. Which one? I'm Bishop.
Since I heard her say she was a warlock.
Where's my thing that allows me? Oh, that's why I had something selected for some reason. Okay, that is my bad. Just dragging you all into the new scene and stuff, you know. This should be, it's on the back layer. Well, okay, and finally Jurgen. And cool. Coolio. We shall transition to the next thing. Ooh. Okay, you're all in this thin, narrow corridor, which is barely wide enough for two of you to fit through, and you have a large stone door that is
Before we all came down here, I would have taken a moment to ask, because I would have overheard the brief bit about, oh yeah, the Marquis has been doing some like weird suspect stuff. I